So much drama in the reselling community. If you're a new reseller like me, it can be confusing. I'll help you navigate. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, it's Stephanie with Three Queens Resale, and if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. And if you're returning, thanks for coming back. It does mean a lot to me as I work on building my reseller community. I am a new full-time reseller. I resold part-time for about 3 years, and then I quit my teaching job. I was a full-time middle school language arts teacher, so I quit that in June at the end of the school year, and now I'm focusing on some curriculum writing and my resale business full time. So just some entrepreneur things that I wanted to kind of work on and stretch myself. But I have, like you, been baffled, flabbergasted, just shocked by the way grown adults are behaving in a business world. But I don't know why I am shocked, because I did teach middle school, and it is my firm belief that we are all, how we are in middle school is how we are the rest of our life, unless something drastically happens to us, and then we might change. But for instance, if you were a bully in middle school, you're probably a bully as an adult. If you were that outgoing popular girl in middle school, that's probably how you are as an adult. Trust me, I taught middle school for 23 years, and so I got to see my students as adults and even work with some of them as teachers. And yeah, I've had my students as doctors, nurses, just in different accountants in different professions and walks of life, and that is my theory. So with that theory, so that is what shades what I'm about to talk to you about, this whole reseller community drama. Because I am, as a former middle school teacher, I'll always be a middle school teacher. I just renewed my license, so I might be one next week. We'll see how this goes. But there's some things that, as a reseller, I'm kind of looking into moving into this as a full-time career. I am really stressed about, as I see, one of the things that I love about the reseller community is how we support each other, and what I perceived as support for each other. And so I'm a little disturbed at how mean, for lack of a better word, people are. So to summarize the situation, there Nicole State and some of her business partners bought a liquidation truck from Nordstrom Rack, with the intent of creating reseller boxes, merchandise to sell, to liquidate, to pass on to resellers. So I watched her YouTube videos leading up to it. I didn't realize that the website had actually gone live and people were buying them, because I was on a cruise, and so all this kind of went down while I was on vacation. So I had no plans of buying a box. I was just interested, and nor did I buy a box, because I felt the price point was too high. So we'll start there. A lot of people are pissed off, mad, and saying that they got scammed. And I feel like scam is not the right adjective that we want to apply to this situation. I feel like just like the Fright Festival thing, people did not use their brain and do their research. So if you haven't seen the Fright Festival documentary, you should, because it is a testament as to how we can get sucked in by celebrity and influencers and not stop, and FOMO and fear of missing out, that we do not stop, take a deep breath, and really think about, is this even a good idea? So, I, first of all, I am indifferent to Nicole State. I appreciate the content that she has provided me as a new reseller, but on YouTube, just as I do all the other resellers out there. Like, I like Courtney from Common Tags, I like Becky Park, there, Akil McLeod, Lori from Boston Found, even some people like the Deal Queen who don't have current YouTube videos. I like to go back and watch their old catalog of stuff. So if I see someone, Mogi Beth, if I see someone, I will watch them. Now, some people I gravitate to more than others, like a reseller's passion. I like her as a person. I've met her in person. I met Nicole State in person as well. But Leslie is someone that, I've been on her YouTube channel, and, she's supportive. She's reached out to me in DMs, and I consider her a friend, even though we've only met once in person, in real life. But I forgot where I was going with that point. It'll come back to me. This is like my teacher brain. Well, anyway, so I feel like scam is a bad word because, like I said, I appreciate Nicole and all the resellers out there. We're not besties. I don't hate her. She's never done me wrong. She's never done me right. She's never done anything to me. So, this is a completely, I guess what I'm trying to say is a completely unbiased opinion, Stephanie's opinion of the situation and what I feel. So, in watching her YouTube videos, I watch almost all of her YouTube videos, especially when I'm listening or working. So, I watched her videos, and the first thing that immediately struck me, first of all, I was like, you go, girl. You are doing big things. Maybe one day I can get to that point where I can purchase a whole truck of stuff and put reseller boxes together. I also say that about Denali El Ducho when I see her warehouse and her doing big things. I'm like, that is the dream, to one day be there, resell, be my full-time business, be able to support my whole family, be able to employ other people, and, be a job creator and be a positive, to my community. So those are, when I saw her with the truck and all that, I was really excited for her, and I was really excited for what she was doing, just success. I like to see people stretch themselves and be successful. However, as she was doing the videos, and she was very excited while she was doing her video, I do not see any scam or any untruth on her part. I honestly don't. So those that I know, I'm about to get a whole bunch of people click don't like and go away. I don't see any write out lies. I was immediately caught off guard or caught on to the very best stuff she was pulling and auctioning. And I was like, wonder what that is. And she never really did show in the racks what that stuff was. She said some of it was of the really, really good stuff was going in the premium boxes, and some of it they were auctioning off. My guess is that those were the real gems, and she is a businesswoman. She is a reseller herself. That's how she makes her bread and butter. Of course, and I'm sorry to say she, because she's the face of it. I don't know who the other investors are. If I find that out before I upload this video, I will add them in. So sorry to just keep putting it all on her, because I know there were other investors. But I was like, okay, why isn't that stuff going in the boxes? So that was the first thing. And then when she started going through the boxes, and she said something I'm personally packing all the boxes, And then again, she said, I've got help packing the boxes. I actually felt when she said, I'm packing all the boxes, I believed her. Because why? When you think about any person, any advertisement, any social media personality, any influencers, you want to get to know them, like them, and trust them. I feel like I know Nicole State based on the YouTube videos that I've seen over the years. Um, I like her. Like, I think she knows what she's talking about as far as the reselling and her business model. And and to some degree, I trust her. Like, I, as far as reselling and what brands to pick up and what sells from what. Do I trust her enough to spend $500 on a mystery box? No. There better be Gucci and a gold in there, and there just wasn't. So I don't believe that she scammed anybody, because if you watched those YouTube videos, you kind of picked up on those things. And she like opened a few boxes and pulled out things, and it, you were getting Nordstrom stuff that didn't sell at Nordstrom's and Nordstrom Rack. And hopefully you could flip it on your own platform. We all have, some places don't have a Nordstrom's or a Nordstrom Rack. So that stuff can be purchased by online salespeople like myself and reach a different subset. I got some notes here. So where did Nicole go wrong? So if we go back to know, like, and trust, through all this, a lot has come up with that Nicole is a scammer. I do not like to tag people with labels, because there's always two sides to every story. So apparently, for these boxes to sell out, people knew, like, and felt like they could trust Nicole State, and that's why her investors made her the front person. She is the person that we all know. Like I said, I don't know who these people are. So in order to protect her own reputation, like, she created the videos. She's a monetized YouTuber. Like, she knows her audience. She knew that people were going to her putting her face on this and advertising it, and her excitement was going to create a buzz and was going to create sales. She has a reseller planner that she sells. So she knows that she can sell crap. So she should have made sure, if Stephanie Weddle's face is going to be on it, if I'm going to be talking about it, if I'm going to be promoting it, it's going to be legit, 100%, because I'm not going to put my name, face, likeness on anything that is suspect. And so I don't know if she intentionally, I don't believe so, put her name on something that was suspect. But unfortunately, things happened, and apparently there have been things that have happened in the past, and that's why she doesn't sell on eBay. I don't know the whole backstory to that. Like I said, there's two sides to every story. But when you have those, and we all have those situations, so I'm not going to, and I don't think it's fair for anyone to, drudge up anybody's past. If you had a bad situation and you've overcome it, then you've overcome it, and let's move on. But knowing that your reputation is on the line, you should be 1,000%. When you put some stuff out there. So, like I said, I don't feel like people were scammed. I think scam is a harsh term. But to avoid that, there could have been a little bit more transparency in the marketing of the boxes, and accountability. I think once people started complaining about the boxes, like, I did go on the website and try to, like, see what the what they were selling were, the different price points and stuff, to see, like, as I saw different videos and stuff, and realized that it's gone. Like, everything is, they're not sold out. It's just, like, gone. So that is suspect. And then the fact that you haven't put out, you were so vocal to begin with, in marketing, and now that there's a problem, um, I would say a good PR move would be to put out a YouTube video. And I guess 2, 3 weeks have gone by to put out a YouTube video addressing people's concerns, questions, and tell your side of the story. I think the fact that there has been no um, accountability, I don't even want to say accountability, just no information from that side allows people to create whatever narrative they want. And I think that the Myrch should have got a hold of it and created the narrative that they wanted to create, because now there's a lot of negativity associated with it. And I'm sure that most of the people who got a box were happy with it, but we're hearing from the loudest voices. So that is that. Now, as far as all these bullies, well, and the fact that the Instagram has been taken down and no YouTube video, no Poshmark store, like you've disappeared, is suspect. But I understand it. She might have felt like she needed to do that because some of you people are ruthless, have been ruthless in your bullying. And I almost to the point that I think that it's just really immature and probably criminal. Actually, as a person who worked in middle school and went through all types of bullying training, like you can't really bully people and slander people the way some of these YouTube videos are doing. So I want to talk about the other side of the story. So Nicole has her responsibility. The Myrch investors have their responsibility in this drama that has been created. But the buyers also have a responsibility. As a business person, if you were buying one of these boxes, like I saw a woman, it was a YouTube video, and I wish I knew her name. If I think of it, I'll put it at the bottom. She got the shoe box. It was 5 pairs of shoes, and she ended up spending $150. Say, what? You spent... So that comes out to $30 a pair. No, not for resale, like for yourself. Like, so when just because Nicole State, who was marketing this stuff, told you that you could make 2 times your money, now that is where people have an issue with. I would think that you could use your brain and say, okay, 5 divided by carry the 1. Yeah, that's $30 a pair. So in order to flip those to break even, I'm going to have to sell them, $40 because Poshmark is going to take a fee and, just my time, effort, and energy. So I don't think that was the best risk of money, calculated risk. The word mystery box includes, it's a mystery. And so hopefully you're going to get one. And in her video, she said they put like at least 1, 2 good items in every box. And then the rest is decent stuff that you'll be able to make your money back on. That you'll be able to make your money back on. Not necessarily like double and triple. So, and I understand I live in a resourcing rich area here in central Indiana. Just within my current house right now, there's 5 or 6 Goodwills within 5 miles. And if I widened it out, there'd be 10 or 12. So or thrift shops, or, there's a Ben's like 10 minutes from my house. So I know that I'm in an area that has a lot of opportunity for sourcing, and I don't need to buy at exorbitant prices from other people. But I think if you're going to be a business person and buy these types of boxes, you've got to understand that sometimes it's going to be a win and sometimes it's not. I had a thread-up shoebox that, when it was all said and done, I mean, I had a few pair that, did well, but, I've also had a few pair that I took a loss on the average. So, you you've got to be prepared to take the good with the bad with those type of things. So to sum up everything from this like newbie's perspective, this is a whole lot of unnecessary drama. Yes, I didn't lose $500 because I didn't buy a box, because I watched the videos and I did my research. So maybe if I had lost $500, I'd have a different perspective. But I really feel like if you're going to spend that type of money, you should do more research other than I'm just a fan of Nicole State. I'm like, I just believe that. That's my personal opinion. And so maybe moving forward to avoid some of this like noise and negativity, especially if you're a new reseller. And if you're a new reseller, I'm so sad that you got caught up in this. But it's to do your research. Look at how much the item cost per shipping, and how much you're going to have to sell the items for, and think, is this a good thing? I would say if your cost of goods is more than $5 an item on a mystery box, like when you break it out, I would not do it. I just would not take that risk at this point. And I like need to turn a profit in my business, like just like you, I got bills to pay. So if you are new at this, I would just kind of like hang back and look at other ways to source. I do online consignment where I get items from friends and family that I will be doing some videos on that leg of my business, and it is of no cost to me, nothing out of my pocket. I don't have to pay anybody anything until their items sell, and I've negotiated a 40% rate for my clients. If you could do 30, you could do 25, you could do whatever. But that's one way that you could source items for free and, list them and sell them. And that way you would not be out money like this, money out front. So that's my thoughts on all the drama, and hopefully we can all get past this and move forward. I'd like to see State's Place come back and Nicole State reemerge and tell us her side of the story. I'm all about like learning from lessons and moving on, and that's how we grow. So I'm sure she's going to come back from this situation better than ever, and I wish her nothing but the best. And of course, I wish all of you nothing but the best in your reseller journey. If you're interested in following me on my reseller journey, please be sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up. And if you're still with me, go ahead and smash that like button. And until next time,